Hi, this is Jeannie from Mental Dollhouse Rescue. Guess what? It's time to open some boxes again. I've got 3 boxes to open. Also, I want to give you an update because, as always, and like you guys, I've been busy and I want to tell you what I've been working on. We had a local doll show over the weekend, and my first thought when I saw it advertised was, oh, I want to go to that doll show because, as you know, I collect dolls as well as doll houses. Then my second thought was, really, instead of going there and buying dolls, maybe I should set up the table and think about selling some of my dolls. So I had never done that before. But for the first time ever, I did become a vendor at that doll show. So I've been busy, deciding who might leave my doll collection, pricing them, packing them up, deciding how my display was going to look. And then Saturday, I went and set up for that doll show. And I did take 3 doll houses with me. And here, I'm going to post up a picture here in just a minute so you can see what my display looked like. I do want to tell you, I unfortunately did not make a lot of money. I didn't, of course, sell as much as I would have liked to, but still, it was a wonderful experience, and I will probably do it again in the fall. Now, my doll houses that I took, I had a split level with me, a Marks Colonial, and a Wolverine, and those doll houses did generate a lot of nostalgia and people stopping and looking at them, and it was just a fun experience. I'm going to show you before I open my boxes. I'm going to show you the things I got at the doll show. Of course, I had to buy a few things, right? I was there all day. But before I do that, I want to point out, see at the tip of my finger, can you see that little line of dolls in red dresses? Well, that's my Penny Bright collection. And I'm going to show you what I bought at the doll show, and then you'll know why I showed you my Penny Bright collection. So let me show you my big purchases from the doll show. The first one, I got this little doll. She's missing her arms and she cost $1, but you can see she would be kind of a nice size for a dollhouse, and she's got the cutest little face. So for $1, I brought her home, and we'll see if we can get her, maybe just use her head maybe, and make a cute little dollhouse doll. So I got her. The next table that I went to had this little bag of miniatures. There weren't a lot of miniatures there, but see, this is marked free, so the price was definitely right. And it's got a frying pan and like an angel food cake pan and another little yellow pan and then a little white pan, and they're all plastic, and it was free. So I was like, well, yes, sir, I'm going to take that. There weren't a lot of miniatures there, so I had to take advantage. So then I felt guilty because I took her free thing. So then I bought from her. She had another little box that had miniatures in it, and I got this beer stein. It's a good sized one, but some of those beer steins are that big. And it was $1, and that's going to be for Handyman Joe or Grandpa Joe. It'll be a surprise for him. They're still on vacation, but when they come back, he'll have that surprise for him. And then I thought these were just almost to die for. I was so glad to see these. 3 stacking mixing bowls. They cost $3, and I'm going to take them out. This is the first I've had them out of the bag since I brought them home. I told the lady, I said, oh, my dollhouse friends are going to love those. They are glass. I think she said they're made in, I don't know if she knows. She said they're made in Germany. Oh, and I guess there is a mark on one. Isn't that just cuter than cute? I am just tickled with those, and then the big one. So I was really pleased. Like I said, there weren't a lot of miniatures there. I had my 3 dollhouses there, and I had some furniture in there to display. Now, the reason I showed you my Penny Bright collection is because Penny Bright's hard for me to resist, and there was a Penny Bright there, and so guess what? I bought one, and she was a good price too. She was only $5. She was $10, but I talked to the dealer and she negotiated, and I was able to get her for 5. She's got her shoes. I met some very nice people there, so although I didn't make a lot of money, but it was still a wonderful experience, and I enjoyed the day very much. And I got a Penny Bright and some nice little dollhouse stuff. Oh, I bought one more thing. A lady came walking through and she had a bag of dolls that she was selling, and she was going dealer to dealer to see if we wanted to buy them. And I really didn't want to, but I looked in her bag, and of course there was something there I wanted. And what she had 5 Cabbage Patch dolls, and they're original, and this is one of them. And I went ahead and got him. In fact, he has a twin sister that I bought also. But the reason I wanted them is because this is identical to my daughter's Cabbage Patch doll that she had when she was little. And I think she still has that doll, but I think it's had a little face damage. So I got this for her because it's just like my daughter's. My daughter's doll was called Edwin Kevin. So this looks like Edwin Kevin. He says hi. And then he has a sister that, guess what? I'm going to put a price tag on her and sell her. But she looks like this but has pigtails. So those were my great big purchases from the doll show. Let's move on. Now that you know what I've been busy with, things are starting to settle down. I'm starting to get my dolls put away that didn't sell. I'm starting to get stuff organized again. So everything's good at my house. So now it's time to open these boxes that I've been letting pile up while I was working on my doll show stuff. This box is marked fragile. It came from eBay. I appreciate they marked it fragile. Unfortunately, I've not opened this yet, but hear that? Sounds to me like it was not well wrapped, so probably not a collector. But let's just take a look and see. I've not opened it, so let's see if there is damage or how much damage or what. In fact, at this point, it's been so long since I bought it, it's going to be a surprise for me to see what it is. It's furniture. That's all I can tell you. It's Dollhouse furniture. That's not a big surprise. Oh, okay. They came up a grade because they do have a little bubble wrap in there. But still, there's a lot of juggling going on in there. Oh, I'm glad it's in good condition because I remember now what it was. Not individually wrapped. Fortunately, I don't think there's any damage. Just looking at it quickly. Oh, man. One of my favorite things. It's a bag of Babyland Nursery furniture and accessories. You know, I've gotten like addicted to Babyland Nursery, and I've got a Babyland Nursery over there. Some of you watched me clean it up and paint it and rehab it. And it's full of furniture, but a lot of the furniture is not the original furniture. So when I saw this lot, in fact, thank you to one of our group members. I always hate to call people out by name because sometimes they don't like it. But this was one of our group members actually messaged me and told me about this lot being out there. And you know what? You guys have become my friends, and I appreciate that so much. So that's what we've got. This is the incubator bed. It's missing the clear cover. You know me, I'll probably make one. Another little bed. This is the diaper pail garbage can. That's another little bed. This is the I think it's a nurse's desk. So I've got, well, actually these two are duplicate. That's so interesting. One's blue and one's pink. And this is the basket, I think, that sits on the original scale for the Babyland Nursery. I need to reword that because this little bag came with it too. And I was thinking that scale was in there, and it is. So let's get that out and look at it. All right, this is the original scale that came with the Babyland Nursery. And then it's got a basket that sits on top that you put the baby in to actually weigh it or pretend to weigh it. And that's got little holes in the bottom. And I did not have this scale there. That's the one that came with the, now I don't know if it's supposed to be pink and blue or not, but that's what I've got. And then I've got some babies, and I don't think these are original Babyland babies, but I'm really not the expert to be able to tell you that for sure. Well, you know, now that I say that, I think we are. Because this is the one they always say looks like he's hitting himself in the head with the block. I think that one is original. So there's that one, and this is the same size. So I think that might be original. And then this one here, that's a duplicate to this one, I think. So, and I think they're original. And then these two I think are not. But again, I'm really not the best expert. These are just a little bit bigger. And they're cuter than cute. But see, they're a little bit bigger than the actual originals. Anyway, very cute. Oh, guess what? There's another base to another scale. And it is pink. Okay, I would think those would match. So that's cool. This is the oxygen container. And this is the little play table, which I really wanted. However, the little legs are all gone on it. But I'll, you know, replace that with some other fake little legs, and that will be just fine in my nursery. I always think that one, that is just so stinking cute, that little play table. I think because a lot of kids my age that I know had those when I was young. I didn't have one, but I knew people that had those for their babies, and I thought that was so cute. Oh, and then we have the nurse. And I'm not sure, you guys know better than me. I think she's the original nurse for the nursery. And then the little nurse's chair. And I suspect that's the correct chair. I don't know. And I've got two things here that look like a desk. So again, duplicates. This one's got the light gone on it, but this one is complete. So I've got two nurses' desks. So anyway, I was tickled to get those. And again, I appreciate so much one of our group members pointed that out and encouraged me along as I was attempting to bid on that and get it. Okay, here's box number 2. It doesn't have much of a rattle, so it was packed a lot better. Although I can't complain. The other one, nothing was broken in it. So this one's wrapped much better. I think this is from, oh yeah, this is another eBay box. And it's another box of furniture. What a surprise. You guys are starting to know me too well. You're not surprised, are you? And look, that's kind of nice. They've got a bunch of tissue wrap in there to keep that stuff from rattling around. Now, it's not individually wrapped, but I do appreciate that they put some padding in there to keep stuff from getting broken. Oh, you know what? Now that I see the stuff, I remember one more thing I got at that doll show. One lady had one lone chair. The one I bought from her is all brown plastic, and I don't have it out here. But she it was the only miniature she had with her, and she said, I said, would you take $1 for that? She said yes. So I did get one little extra chair from the doll show, but this stuff came from eBay. Nice chairs, love it. That's not necessarily what prompted me to buy these items. Let's see what else is in here. This is the teeniest, tiniest, you gotta be so careful. A teeny tiny wooden salt and pepper shaker. Isn't that the teeniest, tiniest, cutest little thing you ever saw? This is an ashtray. Probably is it Renwall that makes that, and it's not got the handle, which is kind of typical. I don't know if that's in here or not. Here's a bathroom scale, which I do not have, so I'm tickled to have that, and I think that's original vintage, and it's marked Renwall. Oh gosh, this is so cute. I just love those little bitty clocks. There's a little bitty clock, and you can tell me for sure, yeah, marked Renwall. A little bucket. You know, Grandma might have a little bucket sitting in her kitchen or her laundry room. You just never know what you're going to get in this stuff. All right, we've got here, okay, here's a clock, a little ivory clock, and there's the little clock face that goes in it. And then here is the little clock crystal that goes on it. So it is going to be complete. There. That's very nice. I love it. A little basket, and in the picture they had, I thought it looked like they had grapes in it, and there are some grapes here. So there's some grapes. Some grapes. Some more grapes. A couple of little wooden bowls. Really cute. Another wooden bowl. It was just a fun little lot, and of course it wasn't very much money. If you're starting to know me, you know I don't really generally spend a lot of money on any one thing. These intrigued me, these little lamps. There were several little lamps. There's at least 2. I do think they're marked. I can't read it, but they're probably, I'm guessing they're Renwall. I can't read it without my glasses, my close-up glasses. A wooden flower pot. This is a little... Well, I'm going to open this later off camera, but it's a flower pot. It looks like it's got some moss in there. I don't know if that's a little plant. I'm not going to open it yet. I have a feeling it's going to make a mess when it opens, but it looks like it's going to be a little flower pot with a flower in it, or maybe some moss in it. Okay, what else? There is some moss in another flower pot. This is a very organic little grouping. There's a little tiny woven basket, and it is really woven out of straw. It's painted white, but it's really a little tiny woven basket. That is really cute. Another wooden bowl. Another little plant. Some red grapes to put in our basket. I thought there were red grapes involved, and there they are. Grandma's going to like that in her kitchen. And then here's 2 little clusters of red grapes for our basket. Let's see. I'm not sure. You tell me. Okay, these are little, yeah, okay, I think you can use these to make jewelry. They're little, they're wire with a little loop on the end. And these are, well, that's interesting. These are real live fish hooks. Real live eagle claw fish hooks. So you just never know what you might get. So, and then these are some like little flower stems to make tiny flowers. And a couple of other little wires for some sort of little craft purpose. And another little bucket. Cute. This little lot did not cost very much. I want to say $14, maybe plus shipping. So nice little lot on eBay. Enjoyed it very much. All right, let's see what else we have. One more. Okay, we got one more box to open, and this did come from eBay, and it's pretty nicely wrapped. There was no jiggling going on, so that's kind of nice. I appreciate it. There's just unlikely to be any damage since it was well wrapped. Thank you, eBay seller. Then inside the box, it was wrapped in newspaper, so that is cool. Ow. And then there's a little box inside, and it's kind of a vintage looking little box. And gosh, it says something on the side about doll. Huh. I cannot believe that. Let me turn this around so you can see what it says. It says Dollhouse Family. So that, I think, is the original box, because I do think that is what is in here. Alright, then we've got a little bag. Oh, it says figures on it, so I think that might have been original to it. Then, here's the instructions. And then, look, there were all these little, let me show you so you can see. They are little dollhouse people parts, legs and trunks. Here's the trunk to one. And then the arms are here and the legs, and they're attached on their original little bar. And I tried to look at this stuff on eBay, and I think there's, I think a mom, a dad, a brother, sister, and a baby, I think. And then in addition, I think there's a couple of little people, like this little girl's already hooked together. I mean, she's already put together. But you can see those little tiny arms there and the little tiny head. I'm not really familiar with these people. I thought they were like the little Renwall people, but they, okay, Dollhouse Family, it says. And it says on the bottom, Marks and Company. And then it's from New York, and it does not have the zip code. So if you're familiar, that means this would have been from before. Oh, I forget when zip codes came out, early 1960s. So this is from before that. And so I think this is all kind of original. It's really kind of cool. And you know me, I kind of don't like to take stuff apart that's sort of in original condition. But I thought they were like the little Renwall people, but I guess they're little Marks people instead. How fun is that? Huh. Really, really cool. So I guess, you know me, I don't like to punch stuff out when it's brand new. My jury's out on if I'll do that. I want to do it, but I'm going to research it first and see if it would greatly, you know, hurt the value from somebody else having it and enjoying it. Then I won't punch them out and put them together. But I kind of like to do that. And there's little arms. There's a little foot thing to hold them up, and then they're jointed. Now, have you guys seen anything like that before? Let me know. Write to me or let me know. You can let me know in the comments. And then there's some extra little torsos and arms and legs down here in the box. So when I looked on eBay, I kind of thought they were complete, but I wouldn't swear to it. This is the little thigh part, and then the knee would hook onto that. So I think there's 5 complete people there, but I wouldn't swear to it. Here's a little head. This is probably the mother's head. It looks like a mother hairdo. Looks like Laura Petrie or Jackie Kennedy or somebody. That early 1960s look. Okay, very fun. Oh, then there's a tiny baby in here that is already assembled. But I think there's also maybe a toddler. I'm not for sure what's all here. I said that one was the mother, but this head looks like a, well, I don't know. I guess that looks like a little girl with a page boy. You probably can't even see that. There. Looks like a little girl with maybe a page boy haircut. Yep, I had a haircut like that for a while. Okay, fun stuff. That's all I've got. Actually, I think I had another box, but in my Dollhouse show efforts, that apparently has gone somewhere else. But thanks for joining me. I will come across that, and guess what? I know I've got another eBay box on the way. Well, one or two. I bought 1 or 2 things over the weekend. So you'll be hearing from me again. Thanks so much for joining me. Take care.